From the dawn of agriculture, the act of harvesting has stood as one of the most critical and labor-intensive moments in the farming cycle. Picture fields stretching as far as the eye can see, ripe with crops ready for collection. And the age-old question arises, do you rely on the strength and skill of human hands, or do you bring in the might of modern machinery? As we explore the world of crop harvesting, we'll unravel the pros and cons of both manual and mechanical methods, weighing their costs, efficiencies, and impacts on your bottom line. Whether you're a seasoned farmer, a new landowner, or simply fascinated by the workings of agriculture, understanding these differences is key to making the right investment for your operation. Let's begin with manual harvesting, the traditional backbone of farming. For centuries, people have harvested crops by hand, using simple tools like sickles, knives, or even just their fingers. This method is especially common in regions where farms are small, labor is plentiful, or crops are particularly delicate. Imagine a vineyard at dawn, workers moving carefully down the rows, selecting only the ripest grapes, or a field of strawberries where gentle hands pluck each berry to avoid bruising. Manual harvesting is slow and methodical, but it offers a level of precision that can be hard to replicate. Each plant is examined, each fruit or vegetable is chosen at its peak, and damaged or unripe produce is left behind. This careful approach has its advantages. Quality control is excellent. Workers can spot disease, pests, or other issues as they harvest, and can make decisions on the spot. For crops that ripen unevenly, like tomatoes or peppers, manual harvesting allows for multiple passes through the field, ensuring only the best produce is collected at each stage. The low barrier to entry is another plus. Basic tools are affordable and easy to replace, and training new workers is relatively straightforward. However, the drawbacks are significant. Manual harvesting is extremely labor-intensive. Large fields require dozens or even hundreds of workers, especially during peak season when timing is critical. The cost of wages, benefits, and sometimes even housing and transportation for seasonal labor can add up quickly. In regions facing labor shortages, finding enough workers can be a challenge, and the physical demands of the job can lead to fatigue, injuries, and inconsistent results. Now, let's turn our attention to harvesters, the mechanical marvels that have revolutionized modern agriculture. Harvesters come in many forms, from the mighty combine harvester that sweeps through fields of wheat and corn, to specialized machines designed for crops like potatoes, grapes, or cotton. These machines are engineered to perform multiple tasks at once: cutting, gathering, threshing, and even cleaning crops as they move through the field. In a matter of hours, a harvester can accomplish what would take a team of workers several days. The efficiency gains are enormous. For large-scale operations, time is money, and harvesters allow farmers to bring in their crops quickly, reducing the risk of losses from weather, pests, or spoilage. With fewer workers needed, labor costs drop dramatically. Instead of hiring dozens of seasonal employees, a farm might only need a handful of skilled operators and support staff. This is particularly valuable in areas where labor is scarce or expensive. Of course, these benefits come at a price. The upfront cost of a new harvester can be staggering, often running into the hundreds of thousands of dollars. Maintenance, fuel, storage, and operator training add to the ongoing expenses. For small farms or those with tight budgets, this investment can be difficult to justify, especially if the machine will only be used a few weeks out of the year. Another consideration is the impact on crop quality. While modern machines are increasingly sophisticated, some equipped with sensors and gentle handling mechanisms, they can still be less discriminating than human hands. Fragile crops may suffer bruising or breakage, and uneven terrain or irregularly spaced plants can pose challenges. However, technology continues to advance, and many harvesters now offer adjustable settings to minimize damage and maximize yield. So, how do these approaches stack up when it comes to your bottom line? Manual harvesting's low initial costs are offset by high ongoing labor expenses. The more acres you farm, the more workers you need, and the higher your costs climb. For small plots or specialty crops, this can be manageable, but for larger operations, the math quickly favors mechanization. Harvesters, with their steep upfront price tags, may seem daunting, but over time, the savings in labor and the boost in efficiency can lead to a strong return on investment. The break-even point depends on many factors: the size of your farm, the types of crops you grow, local labor rates, and your ability to keep the machine in use. When making this decision, consider the unique needs of your farm. If you manage a large operation with tight harvest windows and limited labor, a harvester might be essential. If your crops are delicate, your fields are small, or you value hands-on quality control, manual harvesting could be the better choice. Climate and weather patterns matter too. If storms or heat waves threaten your crops, the speed of a harvester could mean the difference between profit and loss. It's also worth thinking about the future. Are you planning to expand your acreage or diversify your crops? Investing in a harvester now could prepare you for growth down the line. Alternatively, if you're focused on high-value specialty crops and direct-to-consumer sales, the personal touch of manual harvesting might set your produce apart. In the end, there's no one-size-fits-all answer. Both manual and mechanical harvesting have their place in modern agriculture, and the right choice depends on your goals, resources, and circumstances. By weighing the costs, efficiencies, and long-term benefits, you can make an informed decision that supports the success of your farm. As you consider your options, remember that innovation and tradition both have a role to play. Whether you're wielding a sickle at sunrise or commanding a state-of-the-art harvester, the goal remains the same: to bring in a bountiful, high-quality harvest that sustains your business and your community. Here's to making the choice that's right for you, and to many successful harvests ahead.